Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell. And this is the Insider Report. So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey there, Kat.
Hey, Bruce. How you doing this fine Monday morning?
How was your weekend?
Oh, actually, I finally got out and ran again this weekend.
Right
yes,
yeah.
I was recovering from that plague that was going through town.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, well, I don't want to just start running while I'm still having a nagging cough or something like that. So I took it easy for a couple of weeks, but I was like, I just need to get back out there. It was bad. It was rough. So it was like a rough half run, half walk for like a mile and a half, and I was just like, I'll get back there eventually. We're getting back to it.
You had to in between rain time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, well, the funny thing about my Saturday run was that I go out and it's like maybe like one of those things where like a single raindrop is kind of like falling from the sky.
Oh, yeah.
One of them, not even a drizzle, right? I'm like, cool, I'm good. And then I make it about halfway through the run. So it's either I what's the point in turning back? I might as well keep going. But it starts raining sideways on me. So I was just pelted and then a good 10-second period where I was like, is that hail? I think that's hail.
Oh, is that Saturday?
So I come coming back into the house. I just look like a drowned rat. It's so bad.
It came down.
It was terrible.
It was weird because that's how it went all night too. You hear this tip, 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 tip. Then all of a sudden,
yeah.
Geez, okay.
And then the gates
and the
open.
day it did that all day long. It was doing that off and on. Yeah, but we had a nice day. I guess we're just gonna have. Well, today we tape on Monday, and thank goodness because I'm picking up my papers tonight. So I always like it when it's not raining when I do that. So that helps out big time. That paper you don't like rain.
No, paper and rain don't mix very well.
But I guess we're only getting, according to the weather, we're only getting a couple days, a day of this or whatever, then it's going right back to the rain and starting to get
sad.
But this is it,
It's March,
Yeah.
Welcome to March.
And then they say April showers bring May flowers as a reason for that saying,
Absolutely.
So we ain't hit it yet. Yeah.
So enough about the weather report.
yeah, no doubt.
Maybe we should talk about the indoor stuff that's happening.
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
But anyways, I sat around and watched the weather all weekend and sports and kind of took it easy. This was the weekend, like I was saying. This is the one weekend I get off where I don't have to work on. The paper's already sent.
Everything's done.
The radio show's done. Everything's groovy. So I actually sat there and relaxed. Yeah.
Nice.
And just relax. Of course, I can always find something to do. But I mean, I just don't like sitting there going, am I supposed to be doing something right now? And I like when I have that feeling. Yeah. It'll be gone. That was it. After next weekend, it starts all over again.
Right, yeah. The process repeats itself. On and on we go on that hamster wheel.
But that's all I did this weekend is have some fun, watch some crazy sports and all that good stuff. So hope everybody got out there and had some fun themselves. And before we get going here, we'll get the show because there's, like you said, a lot of things. Just the library alone.
What can I say?
We'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, just go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. But before we get to that fabulous library, we've got some great music going on. Yes.
So coming up in March here, Cisco, first off, is playing on the 19th at Seaview Senior Living from 12:30 to 1:30. Then on the 27th, he'll be at the Chetco Activity Center playing 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yep, and the Mighty Steelheads on the 13th, they'll be at Inateca at 7 p.m. And then on the 28th, they'll be at World Headquarters 101 at 8 p.m.
All right, and then the Italian guys are playing on the 14th at Inateca at 7 o'clock.
Disturbing the Peace on the 20th, they'll be at Inateca at 7 o'clock.
And Black GTO is playing at Inateca on the 21st from 7 to 10.
They're just bouncing all over the place. Tony Land Band, she'll be playing on the 28th at Coon Tai at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
And then Lacey Young is playing on the 8th of March over at Augustino's from 2 to 4 p.m.
And Lacey's other half will be with her on the Rogue Strings, and they'll be on the 14th. They'll be at Mr. Ed's Port Orford, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, and then Yana G is playing on the 29th over at Augustino's, playing from 2 to 4 p.m.
Yep, and then Patty Ann, she's got some dates here on this. Let's see, on the 14th, she'll be at Fallcrest Art Design Studio, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's the Art Walk weekend. And then on the 20th, she'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill, 6 to 8 p.m.
All right, and then there's a lineup here for Troy and Vince playing on the 13th at Misty Mountain Brewing from 6 to 8. On the 17th, they'll be at Fat Irish for their St. Patty's Day Bash at 4 p.m. And on the 20th, they'll play at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8.
St. Patty's Day, that's it.
It is coming up.
Yep, and Yvonne Herstog, he'll be playing on the 20th at Chetco Brewing, 6 to 8.
And Aaron Reed is playing on the 14th of March over at Oxenfree Public House at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, and Gabriel Casas, he's going to be playing on the 13th, Chetco Brewing, 6 to 8.
And Blue Skies, a new one I haven't heard of yet, is playing on the 27th at the Brookings Elks Lodge from 6 to 8. And then on the 28th, they'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yes, indeedy. That is Mark McDonald. We were promoting. He's got like 3 bands, different.
Okay.
I think it's a metamorphosis going on here or something.
Okay, all right, very cool.
But it's like, every week it's like, what month when I get a hold of him, it's like, okay, what band are you this month and what do you got? Where are you guys playing? Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Hey, if you're a musician out there or have a band and you want to get it on the air here and on the Inside of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper, all you got to do is send it to me at CaptainCurry541@gmail.com. All the dates and times and all that good stuff and the names, and I'll get you hooked up. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Well, hey, we've got a full events lineup at the Chetco Library in Brookings, located at 405 Alder Street, starting with their weekly schedule on Mondays. At 5:30 p.m., they have Qigong for health and vitality. This is a free class with a licensed instructor. On Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they have story time for young children. And at 3:30 p.m., they have an after-school tween club for youth ages 10 to 13. On Wednesdays at 9:30, they have another round of Qigong. And Wednesdays from 1:30 to 4, they have their weekly after-school program where you can drop in and have a snack and activities for school-age kids. And on Thursdays from 10 to noon, they have the Rowdy Creek String Band open rehearsal. And this is a rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. Then from 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursdays, they have a weekly chess club, and that's for all ages and all skill levels. And at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they have a free Easy Flow yoga class. And then on Fridays at 10:30 a.m., they have Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. And then on Saturdays, that's busy day. They have 10:30 a.m. Saturday story time for young children. 1 p.m. they have Saturday Shuffle, focuses on trading Pokemon cards. And then on the second and fourth Saturdays of the month from 2 to 4, they have Teens Teach Tech. They have free drop-in tech help from trained cyber senior technology mentors. And this is a free service presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And then coming up in monthly and special events at the library, this Wednesday, the 4th at 1:30, there's going to be a D&D one-shot adventure. This is for youth ages 10 to 16. It introduces players to the fun and interactive tabletop role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons. Participants will learn how to create characters, roll dice, and work together to complete an adventure in a youth-friendly setting. No experience needed. Also on Wednesday, the 4th at 5:30 p.m., they have their monthly team trivia night. And you can gather your dream team of 2 to 4 players for a friendly game show-style trivia night. There are divisions for teens and adults and kids, and March's trivia theme is food. They do recommend registration, but you can sign up the day of the event if needed. And then on Saturday, the 7th at 2 p.m., there's going to be a Wicked community sing-along. It's part of the free monthly afternoon indie film screenings with the Wild Rivers Film Festival. And March's film selection is the hit movie musical Wicked. You're invited to come sing along to your favorite show tunes. Then Monday, March 9th, all day long, they have their Spice World bags. You can take a culinary journey around the world. Spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world. Each bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. Supplies are limited, though, and they are available on a first-come, first-served basis. And then, exciting thing coming up here on Thursday, the 12th from 1 to 7 p.m. They're hosting a day at the planetarium. A mobile planetarium is taking over the library. You can sign up to see up to 3 unique shows as part of this educational, immersive experience. They do note that space is limited. It is one of those portable planetariums. So they say that registration for each show that you want to see is required. So just keep that in mind. Then coming up in book clubs on the 11th at 4 p.m., they have their Bookworm Buddies Club. That's for 2nd through 5th graders. Kids vote on and pick the books they read each month. And in March, they're starting a new series. They're going to be discussing Babysitter's Little Sister, Karen's Witch. And that's it for book clubs. All library-led events and programs are free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. And you can register for those events that need registration, get more info by calling the library at 541-469-7738, by stopping in at the library, or by visiting chetco.librarycalendar.com. They're also on Facebook.
Everywhere. Yes, indeed. Oh, that planetarium thing. I forgot about that. That sounds like fun.
It's pretty neat.
Now, do they bring, is it just use the ceilings or do they bring in an actual dome type?
So there's like this, and it's like an inflatable dome.
Okay.
I'm sad. I'm going to be out of town when this is coming. Because I love them so much.
Yeah,
we did
cool.
this one. They brought one when I was in like elementary school.
Oh, okay.
And it's like one of the most memorable things about my elementary school experience. And I was just like, lying on the floor, like going like space.
That's why the space is limited. So they're giving 3 different.
So there's
showings.
a finite number of seats in there. It is wheelchair accessible, which is really cool. So they're even more accessible than they used to be. But
that sounds neat.
Yeah.
Might have to swing by just to see it in action.
Absolutely. Bring Junior.
Yeah. See, we get
Fun time.
Yeah, that looks like cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Hey, the Sheriff's Office of Del Norte is presenting the Posse Lunch Fundraiser. This is happening on the 7th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at the Search and Rescue Building at 223 East Washington Boulevard. Each $15 ticket gets you a sandwich, pasta salad, chips, and a drink.
Awesome.
Good supporting the sheriffs there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, now it's time for Famous Quotes with Cousin Bruce.
Yeah, hey, here are a few quotes from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood himself, Fred Rogers. He was born March 20th, 1928. He says, "Nobody else can live the life you live." He goes, "It's not so much what we have in this life that matters, it's what we do with what we have." He goes, "Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. And last but not least, there are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And hey, the third way is to be kind." That's right. Hope you enjoyed these week's quotes from Fred Rogers with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one.
What a person.
What a cool guy. And so many rumors about him and everything. And he was long sleeves, and he was a war in the war and killed million people. Oh my God, there's so many rumors about this guy, and it's just like, I guess that movie covers. I haven't seen that movie.
I was gonna say that one's like on a list of ones that I just haven't gotten to yet. But it's a biopic that I kind of want to see real sometime soon. Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, we've got a music event coming up at the Elk Valley Casino. They're presenting Skynyrd Nation. This is a tribute to Lynyrd Skynyrd. This is happening on the 7th of March at 8 p.m. The doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. You can buy tickets in advance at the Players Club or online at etix.com. You can also get them the day of the show, but you do have to be 21 or older to attend.
There you go. Yep. Hey, Gold Beach Parks Community Forum at Curry Public Library in Gold Beach. We're having a meeting here on the 9th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. They're asking for your thoughts, opinions, and ideas as they develop the master park plan for the future of Gold Beach Parks. So there you go.
The input there. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, hey, close to home for me. Three Penny Theater is presenting an event called Cipher in the Stream. This is happening at the Chetco Activity Center at 550 Chetco Lane in Brookings. March 20th through 28th, you can join the actors at Three Penny Theater Co. for the Cipher in the Stream. And it's an original interactive murder mystery and fundraiser for the Chetco Activity Center, which is gearing up for crucial building repairs. So what's the mystery about? For more than 80 years, a mysterious secret has been buried in the forests of southern Oregon. And once it was unearthed, it proved deadly for one unlucky Brookings resident. In the midst of the Japanese Fugo balloon missions during World War II, a stray balloon with a top-secret payload landed in the remote forests of southern Oregon, where it lay undisturbed for generations. Upon its discovery in 2025, locals were shocked to find that the balloon wasn't carrying explosives. Instead, they found a watertight canister attached with a cryptic payload containing a set of map fragments and a cipher key. Dr. Alistair Sykes, a retired cryptologist, worked around the clock to restore the map and decipher its coded phrases. He believed the map and its coordinates could reveal the location of a secret coastal intelligence post or even the identity of an embedded Axis collaborator. But Dr. Sykes was murdered just hours before revealing his findings. Amongst a nervous mix of locals, rival scientists, and federal agents, one of them is the killer, desperate to suppress the truth of the cipher in the stream. It's up to you, the audience, to solve the mystery. And as you traverse the halls of the Chetco Activity Center and question the suspects, you'll work in teams to gather key clues and get the chance to bring Sykes' killer to justice at the end of the night. And this interactive mystery is even friendly to repeat visitors, with 3 different possible endings. Each night promises to offer guests a unique experience with each character and a fresh puzzle to solve. Presented in partnership with the Chetco Activity Center, home to the local Meals on Wheels program, a portion of the proceeds from this event will go directly to the center, which is currently working hard to raise funds for crucial building repairs. So again, more information about performances. It runs March 20th through 28th at the Activity Center. That's 550 Chetco Lane in Brookings, Oregon, up behind Subway. Friday performances begin at 7 p.m. Saturday performances begin at 2 p.m. And there's going to be a complimentary hors d'oeuvres reception that begins 45 minutes before the start of each event, along with signature beverages available for purchase. Seating for this one-of-a-kind event is limited. Tickets are just $25 a person. They can be purchased online at threepennytheater.com or in person at the Chetco Activity Center on the north end of Brookings. For more information, you can call 541-373-0534 or send a message to contact@threepennytheater.com.
Yeah, very cool. You and Jason at Three Penny Theater to help out with this.
One thing I was doing this weekend was making some of the props for that. I was having so much fun.
Oh, yes. Wow. That's cool. That's interesting story because of the watertight canister, because there was where the bombs did drop and kill that family.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That's the twist in the story.
Yeah, I did one of those on him.
It was tragic. Yeah, absolutely.
But this was kind of based on that. Those
What if they used them for espionage instead?
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like reading that, listening to the story, and I'm like, I hadn't really read it. And I'm like going, hey, that sounds just like, and then it said that, and I was like, oh, but this is.
Yeah. So yeah, and what if instead of dropping bombs, they sent secrets?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. So, hey, Manley Art Center has a March schedule going on here. On the 16th, they got the soft solder techniques for jewelry. On the 17th, it's a mini room makeover. That's a children's art program. And then on the 23rd, they got Manley Sessions acoustic music.
All right. And then Coastline Dance meets at Brookings Elks Monday and Wednesday at 800 Elks Drive. And at Crescent City Elks, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 359 H Street in Crescent City. Absolute beginner classes run 10:30 to 11 a.m. And then they have a beginner session from 11 to noon, and then an intermediate session from noon to 1 p.m. You don't need to be a member to participate. They do request a $2 donation. And if you need more info, you can contact Jean at 541-251-8998. All right. Now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. G'day, Cat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know a man walked 1,600 miles on the water? It's true, and here's the story. Born in England and raised in the Boston area, Oldreeve began performing stunts at a young age, developing considerable expertise as a tightrope walker and working for several years as a high-wire performer at the Revere Beach near that city. But one day in late 1907, he somehow got into a $5,000 wager with another Boston resident named Edwin Williams, identified in the old newspaper accounts as a sporting gentleman. The bet was something like this. Oldreeve would win the money, an enormous sum in those days when the average annual wage was barely $500 if he walked down the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, all the way from Cincinnati to New Orleans. It would be a journey of some 1,600 miles. Now, obviously, a normal human being can't walk on water, so Oldreeve developed a special pair of shoes which were effectively canoes strapped to his feet. They were boots made of fine cedar, 4 feet long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. His feet are retained in the boots by an elastic web, and on New Year's Day he left Cincinnati, wearing dress pants, shirt, vest, and overcoat, and even a hat. His wife Caroline, described as an expert rowboatswoman, accompanied him for most of the journey to pull him from the water in case of a spill. What's more, a motor launch called the Rover followed the Oldreeves as they made their way downstream. It was too risky to perform the stunt at night, so after dark, Charles and Caroline ate and slept aboard the boat. He splashed past Memphis on the afternoon of January 22nd, 1907. Newspapers reported that as soon as he came into view, steamboats started blowing their whistles, and finally he made it, waddling into New Orleans on February 10th, 1907, some 10 pounds lighter, and then when he began, and $5,000 richer. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Bit of Real History with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, always keep it real.
Nothing like a little bit of money to sweeten the pot.
And you know, they're still trying to mimic those walking on the water things, those boots and everything. It's so funny because, if you fall over, you're like, hey,
right.
What are you going to grab to pull yourself up?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh gosh. Well, hey, we've got some time left in the show for some PSAs here. Coastal Home Health and Hospice offers grief support groups at their location at 585 5th Street in Brookings. They meet the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. They're free of charge, open to the public. You don't have to have received hospice services before to participate, and walk-ins are welcome. And for more information, you can call 541-469-0405.
Yeah, so if you're into pickleball and you're into yoga, well, then Cascadia Pickleball Zone is a place for you because they're presenting an hour of pickleball yoga. This happens on Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m., Thursdays at 6:15 p.m., Fridays at 10:15 a.m., and then Saturday, hey, they say you got to check the schedule. So there you go.
Well, and then from KCIW, they want folks to know about their ongoing Soapbox series. So KCIW gives folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules: no cussing, no slandering, and no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio is open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 for people to come in and record.
Well, there you go. Yeah, nice opportunity to talk about something nice. Mm-hmm. Hey, Legends Arcade is presenting Trading Card Game Night every first Wednesday of the month, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that means this Wednesday should be it. Yeah. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. You can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
There you go. And then there's another series of game nights over at the Whimsical Griffin at 615 Chetco Avenue, located by the Redwood Theater. They run Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m. And they play such games as Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, and board games.
Yeah, talk to Vincent. That's going pretty good there.
Cool.
So, yep, still going.
Very nice.
Hey, Meals on Wheels, volunteers are needed. If you'd like to do something that'll make you and those you help very happy. If you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love. If you would like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels, hey, they're looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it's just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps, they say. So if you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, you can contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822.
All right. And then
for you.
Yeah. And then a message here from the Brookings Harbor Scouts of America. They're scouting for new troop members, and boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and Troop 4032 are now accepting new scouts, as well as adults interested in volunteering. So scouts can join the troops from 5th grade to age 17, and adults are able to volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, can pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. They meet at Scout Hall 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday night, except for holidays. You are invited to come meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings, and if you need to get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglin, you can call 541-661-2749, and to get in touch with Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson, you can call 707-951-3647.
Yeah, Junior still ain't interested.
Good luck, Bruce. Good luck.
Hey, the American Red Cross Curry County blood drives. Hey, we get them coming through every once in a while, and you usually have the scoop on the one in the library. Mm-hmm. But if you want to make an appointment or give blood, all you got to do is call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. You can give something that means something. Give blood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Karen, she sends me this stuff every month. It's every other month or something?
It's every other month that they're able to come out here because Red Cross for our region's based in Medford, so they got to get over the mountain with all their stuff, all that good stuff. Yeah. So they're able to do it every other month, and that also kind of coincides with like when people give blood, like you're eligible to give again in 2 months, so that's why it's not a monthly rotation.
Okay,
yeah. So the next one, the April ones are going to be coming up at one of them's going to be at the library. Yep. If you want to give blood at the library,
there you go.
Then
go to
redcrossblood.org and make your appointment. We're accepting appointments now.
Yeah, and it's usually at the Star of the Sea. And
Another constant place. The Elks Lodge is another constant spot. Yep. And then there's a rotation with the library, the schools, other locations.
Cool. Cool. Mm-hmm. I'm just after promoting all these years, I'm just now catching on to the. Hey, it's every other.
Because because once you get blood, you're not eligible to give again for another 2 months because you need to
need to get some
You
more
need
blood
to
back in
live.
it. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, that thing.
that thing.
All right. I think we have time for one more. The Curry Public Library, located on 3rd Street up in Gold Beach, has a monthly event called Memory Cafe Curry. And they meet the 3rd Wednesday of every month from 10:30 to noon. And to register for the program, they ask that you email memorycafe@cplib.net or call 541-247-7246. This is an informal social gathering for older adults living with memory loss and their care partners. Care partners may include, but are not limited to, spouses, siblings, children, or friends whose social lives are often just as affected as their loved ones. So memory cafes are designed to be a casual, stress-free gathering to allow care partners the opportunity to relax and socialize with others in a similar situation. And these events are staffed by a qualified social service provider as well as library staff and volunteers.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Right down to the end here. We got the flying finger of fate from Ray. So it's time to close out this week's show. And before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. I want to thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows they have to offer. You can catch the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, just by going to kciw.org. And we got some live streaming going on there as well. And most of the info for this week's show came from the Inside of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. You can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you also find a link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing up, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there.
Bam!
Did it.
Yeah. Smooth.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.